Hi everyone, welcome back to Stitches with Charly Feathers. It's lovely to be back recording again so soon. I am really trying my best to keep to a regular schedule. I'd love to be able to record every 2 weeks, and I've been managing that for the last few videos, which has felt really lovely because otherwise it builds up all the stuff that I have to show you and it just becomes a bit overwhelming. So yeah, it's nice to be back soon again after the last one. Again, thank you so much to all my new subscribers, all my returning viewers. I'm so grateful that you chose to come and spend your time with me because there's so many people out there to watch these days. There's new FlossTubers all the time, especially in the UK, and it's lovely to see some new people coming to join the FlossTube community. It's a really grey, wet, horrible day in Cornwall. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the rain in the background, but it's been raining quite heavily this morning. I've got my pile of project bags of the projects I've been working on the last couple of weeks to show you. I don't have any finishes or FFOs to show you, but we do have my pile of whips to share. We've got 2 giveaway winners to announce from the last video, and I've got a couple of shout outs and a new giveaway as well, so hang around for that. I wanted to say thank you for all your lovely comments on my last video. Some people put like some really funny comments with the words hedgehog and frog in for the giveaway, and some of them really made me smile, so thank you for that. There was also lots of comments about my wedding anniversary. Thank you so much for that. We had the most glorious couple of days because my husband's mum and dad were here camping just up the road, and they helped us with childcare because it was half term. So on our actual wedding anniversary, I'd bought my husband a gift voucher for a Cornish jewellery company, and I'd got him a gift voucher a few weeks ago for a really lovely Ogham ring, which is like a really old Celtic language. It's a lot of line work that they made to use an alphabet for like nature and like years and things like that. It's really interesting. If you type Ogham into the internet, then yeah, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, we went down to Penzance, which is one of my favourite places in Cornwall. It's quite far west. It's probably about 45 minutes from us. We spend a lot of time down there in the summer and the spring because it's beautiful there. Lots of nice beaches, sandy play parks, fish and chips. Not that we eat fish, but yeah, really nice chip shops, really nice ice cream, and you can walk along the promenade and take the girls' bikes. Oh, it's brilliant. So we spend quite a bit of time down there. So we went to Penzance. My husband got his ring with the gift voucher that I bought him, and I printed out what I wanted him to buy with it if he was happy with my choice, which he was. And coincidentally, he had bought me this necklace from the same company, so that did make me chuckle. And then we went for a really lovely meal on our own, which was lovely. I can't remember the last time we went out for a meal and it was just me and Chris and we could actually have an adult conversation, so that was really nice. And then the day after our anniversary, yeah, we went to have our matching tattoos, which was really lovely. And yeah, I'm booked in to see the tattoo artist again. I think I'm going to start my larger piece that I'm having on my shoulder and over to my chest, and it's a bit on my back as well. It's a really beautiful botanical piece. I think I'm going to be starting that at the end of July, so I can't wait. Like, we had a consultation after the tattoo a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just really excited because I showed her all my references and I know that she's just going to work her magic with her sketches now. And yeah, so my husband got me this necklace. He bought me those beautiful pink roses last week. This week, which was really kind of him because I had a bit of a tricky day because I've been struggling a bit with my health since my hospital procedure in particular. And he also bought me this gorgeous cherry bonsai. So I forgot to mention that down in Penzance is one of my favourite trees. If I remember, I'll put a picture in here. And it's a cherry blossom tree, and when it blossoms in the spring, it is one of the most glorious things, and it smells absolutely beautiful. And I'll try and share some pictures of the trunk because it's really interesting. It's quite a low canopy, but the trunk of the tree is all twisted, probably because of it's being battered by the Cornish winds. It's quite near the sea there, in like a green patch of land, which they've got like bee hotels and insect houses and things. And my husband took some cuttings from that tree this spring, and they looked like they were thriving initially, and then all of a sudden they died, and I was really upset because I was hoping to get a bonsai cherry tree from my favourite tree. But then this turned up for my anniversary, and it's growing loads. This is all new here, so I'm going to have to prune it. And then my daughter, she got these little gnomes in a pack, so she put a little gnome in there. And then after we had our tattoos, me and my husband went to explore this gorgeous valley. I think it's called Luxilon. I think that's how you say it. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous valley that's got a lot of mining history. And they were doing a lot of quarrying there as well. And they've got all these old tracks from where they used to pull up all the minerals and the rocks and everything on, like carriages and things. It's quite an interesting place. And there was a big water wheel there at one point as well. So you could see all the remnants of it there. But while we were there, my husband collected this moss for me. And we also collected these little stones because I wanted it to look like little standing stones like we get here in Cornwall. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with my little cherry tree, and it came with this gorgeous little East of India love you little hanger. So yeah, we had a glorious anniversary. So thank you for all your lovely comments. I also wanted to say thank you to the lovely people who left messages about my hair. There was a few comments about my hair, my curly hair, which over the years I've grown to love. I do go and see a curly hair specialist now, which has made all the difference to my hair, and it's a lot healthier now. I'm not pregnant and breastfeeding like I was for many, many years with my two girls. And my hairs are finally recovering, and yeah, she's got me on some really nice hair products and stuff. I know this is not stitching related, sorry, I won't waffle for long. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I've always been really self-conscious about my hair in particular, and that really made me smile. So thank you so much. You're so kind. And yeah, thank you to everyone who has commented on my Instagram or commented on my last YouTube video and said about, or shouted out my YouTube and said congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. I'm so, so grateful to you all. So yeah, that's enough waffle. Let's get on with the whips. I just remembered something I wanted to mention, so I will just write that down quickly. Okay. So the first whip I've got to share with you is this lovely Cotton and Twine May 2023 design, which I bought with my own money when it was released in 2023. And yeah, I worked quite a bit on this. Let's take it out of the nerge. So I'm using the needle minder that came in the kit, this lovely Liberty welly boot. And I have changed out some of the floss colours because I'm using a different fabric, and I thought that might complement it a bit better. So yeah, this was the needle minder that came with it. I'm stitching this on our Fabric Flare 32 count linen called Nostalgia, which I bought in one of their fabric scrap bags. Just hold something behind it. So yeah, since I last showed this to you, I finished the spade. I put in this ladybird, which I changed a bit. I had white spots, but I wanted black. I stitched these carrots. So I omitted the yellow bits that went in the middle, and I just went for all orange. And I changed these little spade and shovel. So my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's got a little gardening set that she uses that's got wooden handles and green prongs and spades. So I thought that was quite apt. I think I put in this bee, and I've also stitched a couple of these little bees, I think. So I haven't got a massive lot left to do. I've just got this to do really, and the border. So I think I can get that done quite quickly. Did you hear the blackbird then? I don't know if that will have picked up. We get loads of blackbirds in our garden. And I saw on, I got notified by the Songbird Survival because I supported them through one of my Burberry floss drop collections a few years ago. So I still, when I donated, I subscribed to their, when I donated the proceeds from that fundraiser, I signed up for their newsletter, so I do get updates from them. And yeah, they were saying that like blackbirds are being endangered by some it's like a virus or something. So yeah, they're asking people to report on blackbirds in their garden. So if you're into bird watching and things, then maybe look that up if you're interested in helping them with their survey. But we seem to get a lot of blackbirds here, and robins. Right. The next one is from my Giro challenge. So the Giro challenge ended on the 1st of June. I just remembered something else. So yeah, the Giro challenge ended on the 1st of June. So this was a stitch along that I participated in with my lovely friend Laura, I Stitch Birds, and Kim at Stitchy Squirrels joined in, Lindsay at Blushing Pink, and I'm sure there was other people as well that wanted to be involved with this. I feel like my camera's slipping. I'll just move you up. That's it. So I've had a few questions about this on Instagram. So basically, the Giro happens in May, and then in July it's the Tour de France, and then I think it's August it's the Spanish Vuelta. They're all cycling challenges. So you pick a whip that you want to get a lot of progress on. So during these challenges, you normally stitch around 3,500 stitches over the month, and it's really quite simple. So however many kilometers they cycle that day, you do in stitches. So it can be anything from like 12 or 14 stitches that day to say 214 or 240. It never really goes over the 250 stitches a day sort of mark that I'm aware of, that I've been doing it the last couple of years. And yeah, I made really fantastic progress. I'm nearly at 75% now on my Heritage Crafts Verdant Canopy, which is a collection in Mel stitches. And I'm just so happy with how this is coming along. So yeah, this is where we're up to. I love this. I think I might have to get this professionally framed when it's finished. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, when I started the Giro, I did share my progress pictures on Instagram, but I was like right down here. So I've basically done nearly a quarter. So I will pick this back up again for the Tour de France in July. And let's see if I can get this quarter finished as well. I might try and do the back stitch before the Tour de France in these trees. And I've also got some back stitch. Which side is it? Sorry, this side. I've also got some back stitch here to do on these flowers as well. So yeah, I might try and do that back stitch before we start on the Tour de France in July. So yeah, if you want to come and join us, then just let me know, like comment below or send me a message or a comment on Instagram, and I can share the details with you for the Tour de France. But Kim got absolutely fantastic progress on her Heritage Crafts kit. She's been doing lovely Vanessa. Oh my gosh, she's such a beautiful fancy lady. All my sorts of colours like mauves and purples. So yeah, go and check out Kim's whip and her progress. Okay, next up, I worked more on my Glimpse of Sakura. I actually got quite a bit of this done since I last saw you, and this is by Quarternion Creations. If I just hold it up against this notepad, So I'm stitching this on another fabric flare, which is one of my favourites. It's called Wolf. It's a 32 count even weave, and I don't know if it will show up there, but it's a really lovely sort of grey, but it's got like a purple lilac undertone. It's really pretty, and it suits lots of projects. And I'm using all the called for DMC apart from the variegated pink, which I'm using this one, which is by Brew Moon Fibres. It's on Etsy. They don't update their shop very much, but I went and had a look the other day and they did have some flosses left over. So maybe they're going to sell out and then restock their shop or something. I don't know. I might contact them actually on Instagram and see if they're planning on restocking any more floss, because their floss is really beautiful. I've only got another one. I think I've got one more in my stash. I think I gifted a couple of skeins to Kim for her birthday, and maybe a couple to Sally, Flossie Sews and Grows as well, for her birthday. And then I bought a couple for myself. So I have made a change on this. So this little bit here, this was meant to be in brown, which I thought was a bit odd, made by like a stick flying in the wind. I didn't really like that, so I've changed it for some cherry blossom. And I was a bit concerned about this border because it wasn't showing up very well. And I spoke to Natalie from Love It, Live It, Make It Yours, because she's finished hers, and I got the idea for the variegated floss from her. And she said, don't worry about it. Like, the more you stitch on it, the more solid looking it will become. And I agree with her. Like, you can see it quite well now. So what have I got left to finish on this? I think there's a bit more cherry blossom that's flying here. And then I've just got the rest of this border. So not a massive amount left to do. I really enjoy working on that one. That's funny. My notebook's got one of their metal spirals on my needle minder. The magnets are so strong on my needle minders, it's magnetized to the metal ring on the notepad. That's funny. Okay, next one. In my strawberry bag, I worked a bit more on my strawberry sampler, which was a Patreon pattern from Yasmins Made with Love. And I'm stitching this on it's an Eva Faith 40 count linen in Copper Beech, and this is really beautiful. And the floss I'm using is Weeks Dye Works Strawberry Fields. It's gorgeous. I'll hold it up against the fabric so it shows up a bit better. And yeah, this is where I've got up to. And I'm using one of my Charly Feathers needle minders. So when I last showed this to you, I'd only got this central strawberry. So I've worked my way up, and then I'm just working off here now and up. I think this has got quite an elaborate border on it, which you'll see from the picture that I'm going to put up. I think I'm just going to do a really simple border. So I marked off a lot of the border on Pattern Keeper. So let's see what percentage I'm on now. I'll just load it up. Where is it? So yeah, with me marking off a lot of the border. Oh, that's a bit strange. No, it is marked off. Yeah, I'm up to 35.68%, so not far off being halfway on this one. That black's not the best to show, is it? There we go, that's a bit better. I had a black postcard from Yaz behind it. So yeah, and that's another one of my strawberries from my strawberry collection. But the issue I've got with this, I ordered my Strawberry Fields. I ordered this one first, which is quite a reddy pink. And then I realised that once I decided what project I was going to use it on, I don't think I've got enough. So I had to go back to Create Nostalgia and order another one. And when it came, it was quite pink. Can you see that? So what I've been doing is I've been a bit strategic about, so like I'll stitch something in the pinker one, and then I'll stitch the next bit in the red one. So I'm kind of spreading the red and pink equally, hopefully across the project. Can you see that? But I think it's looking nice. I'm not too worried about it. So that's that one. Okay, I talked about this in the plans on my last video. So this is the Bent Creek flowers in the springtime, and it says, and their love grew like flowers in the springtime, so it's like a wedding sampler. And I really like the actual design, so you can personalise it with your name and your wedding date here, and they give you the full chart to do that. They even give you, like, I show it there, they even give you the chart space there to chart it yourself. And I told you that I was going to stitch it on 32 count violet Murano, I think it is, or Lugano. I always get confused with those two. But it's a Zweigart 32 count in violet. And I picked out all these gorgeous fancy flosses from my stash that just called to me for this project. And I'm kind of picking them as I go. I'm just going to move my working threads out of the way. But I'm really pleased with how this is looking at the moment. I have followed my eldest daughter's advice to do the top writing in dark blue. Oh, come on, working thread. So yeah, this is where I've got up to. That thread's annoying me. There we go. So yeah, this is where I'm up to. So I did a centre start and stitched this one, and then I've just been mixing up the greens that I've got picked out as I go, and then I've just been picking the flowers as I go as well. So yeah, I've got some lovely gold there on those daisies, and a lovely pink in the middle of these ones. Yeah, and that's that dark blue which I'm using, which is a Roxy Floss Royale. And then I think for the bottom writing, I'm going to use Labelle by Cottage Garden Threads. That's what my daughter told me to do. So yeah, they're the two blues together, those two. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. It's quite a long, skinny piece. Tell me, what do you think? Do you think it's looking nice so far? Okay, the next one is in my lovely Yasmin Foxy bag. And I've been working on the oven kit called Autumn Breeze, which is one of their new releases that I talked about last time. I have been told that I've enabled people with this chart, with this kit, so I'm sorry about that. That's you. So let's just bring this up on Saga and I'll see where I've got up to on this one. Oh, my bag's falling everywhere. So yeah, I'm at 10.7% on this one. Can you hear the rain? It's absolutely bucketing it down out there. And yeah, this is where I'm up to. I just couldn't wait to backstitch her, so I worked on all the blended sky just so I could put all the backstitch in. Look at the little dog's face and the tail, so cute. And I loved backstitching her hair, that was really fun. I've got one more bit of backstitching to do here, so once I've finished a couple of columns of the sky here, I'll be able to backstitch that last piece. And you can see the start of the spiral of the leaves that's coming here. Oh, aren't the colours just absolutely glorious? I love those peachy oranges. And I did notice that Oven was selling the other spring and summer kits that I told you about last time in this collection. They were selling them directly on their website, so I did contact them and say, can I order from you directly? They haven't got back to me yet because I was struggling with the translation on the Russian website. I don't know if they accept PayPal, if they can at the moment. Like my bobbin can. And I've also emailed my bobbin and asked them if they're going to be getting them in stock. And I also emailed Hobby Jobby and said to them, you've took the pre-orders for this one and the Winter's Tale off your website. Are you going to be getting them back in? I haven't heard back from Hobby Jobby or my bobbin yet. So if I hear back, I will let you know. Okay, now my Giro stitching is finished. I've decided this month I'm concentrating back on my Girl Bear Hug, which is my big full coverage, which is 128,000 stitches. And let's see what percentage I'm on now. So I've just passed the 20,000 mark on this. I'm on 20,279 stitches, which is 15.84%. It's all rolled up. Let's take this off. So I spent a lot of time. I'm not going to take that bit that's tucked under the Q snap. I spent a lot of time this week working on this very confetti heavy tree that's here. It looks absolutely glorious. But yeah, it was a bit of a pain to stitch. So I haven't completed the page on that because I need to take the park threads down a bit further. And what I really wanted to do, instead of giving up on this and putting it back in the project bag because I was getting a bit fed up with the confetti, is I thought I'd move back over and start on row 2 along here. And it is quite blocky, as you can see. There's a big block of 939 that goes all the way down here for this tree. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm back doing 200 stitches every time I pull this out 5 times a week, so I get 1,000 stitches in a week. And then I normally do 200 stitches Monday to Friday, and then I have a rest day Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I get 1,000 in a week. And yeah, I'm using the challenge by Stitches So Beautiful, who released this chart. She has a challenge every month that you can be part of, where you post a progress picture every week, and as long as you've made 250 stitches progress as a minimum, then you could be entered into the giveaway at the end to win. She normally has like a project bag or floss drops or something that she gives away to a lucky winner, and you also receive a chart by her that's new for participating. So I will try and put up a picture here of the beautiful pansy chart that is up for grabs this month if you do at least 250 stitches every week throughout June. So it's an achievable goal if you've got a Stitches So Beautiful pattern and you're not aware of that challenge. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying picking that back up again, and I'm glad to be back on a bit of the blockier part. Okay, the last whip I worked on this last couple of weeks, oh no, that's not true because I've got a new whip to show you, was the Stitching Cabin Stitch Along, the Great British Outdoors one. And she just released part 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's part 6 that she's just released, but I'm still. Was it part 6? I think so. I'm just on the part 7, these deers. I don't think I've showed these on the channel. I think I've stitched all of these since I last saw you. They're really beautiful. I love their antlers, and I love the crying egg on some of the deer's tummies. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this one. I did have a bit of a counting error right at the top here. So I've got 1 stitch that I've got to add on every single part on one side, which is fine. It's quite easy to fudge because you just copy the repetition of the rest of the row. There's my bare needle mind in it. So yeah, I'm loving how this is looking, and the new part that's been released is really, really beautiful. Do you know, off the top of my head, I can't even remember what's on it. It's more foxes, I remember that, and maybe more trees. And this stitch along ends in August, so we've only got 2 more releases, I think, after this month's. And I really loved the part for the companion for the Great British Outdoors one, the coastal one. It's got seahorses in. If you've been here for a while, then you know how much I love seahorses, and as soon as I saw that, I thought, well, I have to stitch that one as well. I have got an idea that I'd like to use some paint box threads for that one, and I want to use a pastel pack that I've already got, because them beach houses to me are screaming out to be stitched in pastels, and then I want to use some different blues. I've got this pastel pack from Paint Box Threads, which I got when I saw her in Devon at a retreat in January or February. We did a swap for some of my bits because I was a vendor and I got some of her threads. So yeah, I thought the beach houses in pastels, and I might get her ultimate blue pack, and I'll be stitching it on the same fabric, which is a 36 count Winter Moon. And yeah, what have I got to show you next is my new whip, which I've been thinking about all week and just couldn't get it out of my brain. This is in one of my project bags I've not used for a while. So lovely Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch, she bought me this chart for my birthday in January. It is the Hands-On Design Rose Cottage, and it's from the Chalk for the Home series, because it's like that charcoal grey background. And you also get this bonus chart, which is Summer. And I'm so ditzy. When I received this, I only saw this chart. I didn't realise it had that till I pulled it out yesterday I pulled this out. And then I was thinking it would look really nice on a fabric that I'd bought in a D-stash recently. So Shell also bought me for my birthday all the fancy flosses that went with it, which was really kind of her. So we've got some what's that one? Gentle Art Victorian Pink, some Gentle Art Bankers Grey. Got two of those actually. We've got two of Weeks Dye Works Busy Lizzie, 2 Weeks Dye Works Guacamole, a Weeks Dye Works Goldenrod, and a Weeks Dye Works Blue Jeans. And then the only one that wasn't there was some DMC Blanc. I think it was charted for Gentle Arts Chalk, which is the same as Blanc, isn't it? So I'm just using that. And Shell also really kindly gifted me these lovely pins, which I haven't used yet. So yeah, I didn't want to stitch this on a grey because I just know I won't enjoy that. I don't enjoy working on really dark fabrics. It's just not my bag. It strains my eyes. It's not enjoyable. So a little while ago, I saw some Justine, who I've met at, it's either Stitch in London a couple of times or Bristol Stitchy Day or both. I can't remember. Sorry, Justine, if you're watching. But she had a D-stash on one of the Facebook groups. And I bought the Berries and Blooms chart for her, which I stitched recently, which completely fueled my strawberry obsession. So yeah, if you've seen that finish, then you know what I'm talking about. So I bought that chart off her, and I also bought this massive piece of Crafty Kitten 32 count Murano in Midnight Sapphires. This is a huge piece. It measures 25 by 27. I've got it all rolled and clipped up. And when I was thinking about this chart this week, I thought, I wonder if it will work on that Crafty Kittens, because it's really nice. It's almost like a purple with like a pink mottling. I don't know if that's showing up there. But yeah, once I got the chart out yesterday, because I was chatting to Shell on WhatsApp, so I got the chart out, I got the Crafty Kittens out, laid the floss on it, and I thought, oh, I really like that. I did ask a couple of other friends their opinion as well. Some agreed, some didn't. But that's okay. I just went with what I thought. And I am really enjoying it. And it was just sat looking at me on my desk last night. And I thought, that's it. I'm just going to start it. So I did. Only for about an hour. And really enjoyed myself. And then this morning I was thinking, I had a blank green painted floss drop on my desk. It's been there for a little while. I thought I'm going to make myself a matching needle minder. So yeah, I made myself this little pink rose with lovely leaves. I need to varnish it, but it's not a varnishing day today with the rain, but I'm still going to use it and be gentle with it. I'll spray it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm loving how that's looking. Thank you, Shell, for such a beautiful birthday gift. And yeah, I might release those roses in my shop when I reopen. So keep your eyes peeled. Right, that's all the whips. Just looking at my list. So let's show you a little bit of haul. So I have bought some yellow floss that has come back in stock that I was looking for at KLT Charting. It's a really beautiful yellow variegated floss. I bought 3 skeins because I potentially want to use it for my Yasmin Made with Love lemon project that I showed in my last video. So when that arrives, I will show it to you. I only bought it the other day. And I also could not resist lovely Megan at Solux Company. She had a strawberry release yesterday. If you haven't seen it, then go over to her Instagram and have a look. Her kits that she's released are absolutely beautiful, and when she releases her PDF of those strawberry charts, I will buy them then and kit them up myself. She had gorgeous project bags that were like a red velvet colour with gold metallic writing on them that says cross stitch, slay, repeat, and you can get it personalised on the back with your name, which is a beautiful touch. I've been eyeing up those bags for a while, and when I saw this red one, I was like, I just have to have one. I know she only had a limited amount, but she did put up an Instagram post today to say if you really want a bag, then message her, and she knows how many more that she needs to stock. I'm going to try and share some photos of her release. I just need to reach out to her and check that would be okay first. And what else did she release? A laser engraved strawberry wooden floss holder. She had strawberry and rhubarb thread conditioner, which I've also bought as well as the bag because I couldn't resist. She does it in beeswax, but she also does a vegan soy thread conditioner, which is fantastic. But I want to use it on some of the metallics and things because I've never used a thread conditioner. I want to see what difference it makes when you're stitching. And I also think it will just smell beautiful while you're stitching away. What else did she release? Some really, really, really gorgeous resin strawberry needle minders. So yeah, go over, give Megan some love. Beautiful small UK business. So yeah, I have bought the thread conditioner and a really lovely project bag from her. So when it arrives, I will share that on my next video. I also got my special collection of classic Colourworks. These were their newly released colours that I bought from lovely Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery. She had a lot of issues with customs and getting these to her. There was quite a delay, but she was fantastic. She kept emailing us with updates. Sorry it's delayed. I'm doing everything I can. If you want a refund, let me know. I mean, I was in no rush. If I'm completely honest, I completely forgot that I had ordered these. And when I got the email saying, yeah, they're delayed in customs, I was like, did I order those? And then I remembered, I said, oh yeah, I did. So I'm in no hurry. I completely forgot I'd ordered them. So I said to Rachel, I'm in no rush. When they get here, they get here. And they were absolutely worth the wait. But I cannot recommend Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery enough. She's lovely. I've spoke to her a couple of times. Her shop's lovely. If you want special things ordered in, then you can contact her by Instagram or email her and she will try her best to get them. I have actually asked her to try and get me the Little House Needle, is it called Little House Needleworks? The Midnight Garden pattern. I keep eyeing it up on 123 Stitch. I absolutely love it and I have to have that chart. So Rachel says she's going to try her best to get it for me. But yeah, she sent a lovely card saying thanks so much for your patience, Charly, Rachel. And yeah, these are the new colours. So there is apple cider. Let's hold it up against white. Apple cider, sparkling rose, and green tea. So I haven't got any plans for these yet, but they are absolutely gorgeous. So thank you to Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery. It was worth the wait. I went to the charity shop the other day and I found this needle case kit. It's called Butterflies and Buddleia, and you get to embroider on the front and the back. It comes with everything you need, like the felt, the tassel and everything. I mean, this was from the National Trust originally for £6. Oh, it says there what the design on the back is. It's a little butterfly. But yeah, I got charged £1. I did actually get this because I thought Laura Butterfly Stitches might like it. And I did message her and say, would you like this? And she said she's got too much stash already. But I bought it anyway. So, Laura, if you still want this, if you think you'll stitch it, then just let me know and I'll send it to you in the post. But if not, I'll just keep it for myself. I won't be offended if you don't like it, but yeah, I love Buddleia. And look at that monarch, it's beautiful, isn't it? I also did a little bit of shopping at another beautiful shop on Etsy, which is lovely Lucy Rose Creations. I love her feed on Instagram. She's got lots of like cottage core aesthetic. She's got lots of strawberry stuff, like strawberry dresses, strawberry wallpaper, strawberry candles. She does a lot of illustrations with fairies and cute little cottages. And she was having a sale, and she was trying to get to so many sales on Etsy. And I think if I put in an order, she would reach her sales. I think it was like 200 sales she was trying to reach. And I was like, yeah, I can put in an order. And she was having a sale anyway. So I've been collecting postcards, which I've been framing on my bedroom wall. So I've got like a little gallery wall next to my bed. And I want to change them out seasonally. This came about because I got a couple of free beautiful charts from Ava Rose, who I'm going to talk about in a minute. And I had to frame them and put them as a gallery. And I'll try and put a picture up so you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm starting to think about what I want to frame for summer. So I thought that this might be nice. I can swap this out for my summer wall gallery. She also sent this lovely card saying thank you. And I think she changes these every month. So she designs something, like a new illustration for every month to put in her order. Yeah, and it just says, please leave a review. Thank you so much for your order. It really made me smile. And a code for 10% off. So that's nice. And I also bought these gorgeous stickers. Oh, I love these so much. Keep growing. She's so whimsical, isn't she? I've got two because I know who I want to send the other one to. Yeah, I think one of these needs to go and live with Abby, the stitching cat lady. So I will be getting a parcel to you at some point, Abby. And then I will briefly talk about Ava Loves Rosie. As you know, I got obsessed with Ava Loves Rosie a couple of months ago. I kept buying mugs. I've also bought their mystery gift box, which I got some gorgeous things in. Some I've gifted to friends, but I kept things like this little hedgehog. And yeah, I subscribe to their monthly zine, I think it's called. So I started in April. So they're these really gorgeous booklets. It's not much to subscribe. You can just pay for 1 month, or if you subscribe for 3 months, then you get like a small discount. And I think it's a minimum of 3 month subscription. But I'm going to show you just one briefly because I just received June's the other day. And oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. You get a code to say thank you to use for that month. But look at these little illustrations. I think quite a few of you who follow me might like this. I'm thinking about you, Natalie, at Home Sweet Home Handmade. I don't know if I've talked to you about Ava Loves Rosie. And I know lovely Lorna, who's one of my subscribers and friends. She really likes Ava Loves Rosie. So yeah, this tells you about June, like the weather, the daylight hours, what to expect in the garden, that kind of thing. There's a little piece about walking out in nature, what to expect that month, like cow parsley. You get these tags, which I thought you get these most months. So you could actually make these into floss drops if you wanted to. I think you can use them for flowers, on empty glass jars and things if you want to give them to friends. But these would make nice floss drops too. It tells you about if you were born in June. Look at that little mouse with strawberries. Some more labels and a bit more about midsummer and beliefs around that time. Get a calendar, so you could use this as your stitching diary if you wanted to. A piece about strawberries. She's got a cute collection at the moment of these strawberries with strawberry cakes and strawberry picnics. I'm quite tempted by the mug. How to make strawberry and rose jam, a recipe. Last month it was rhubarb crumble, which I haven't made yet. I need to harvest my rhubarb and make some. There's strawberry custard tart, strawberries with elderflower cream, and strawberry cordial. I want to make that. Oh yeah, with sparkling water, that would be nice. There's a lunar calendar and a bit about the strawberry moon. There's a bit about June roses. Oh, look at that. Look at that moon. So happy. A bit about midsummer fairies. Making fairy cakes. And about the wildflowers that you can see. Making elderflower cordial, which I'm going to try and do this year. There's loads of elderflower out at the moment. And then there's just a little bit about who the business is. They're a really small British company. I think it's just a husband and wife, Kevin and Caroline, and they're based in West Yorkshire. And then they just tell you what's going to be next month. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you because I think it's beautiful. And I also got a postcard from them in my last order. I can't remember what I ordered, but I don't think I shared this with you. I'm thinking about putting this Dawn chorus up on my summer wall as well. Okay, I wanted to share the Cotton and Twine June 2025 design, which was kindly gifted to me by the Historical Sampler Company. Thank you so much. This box is available until June the 25th. So if you'd like to go and subscribe and receive this box, I will leave the link in the description bar. This month it is a really beautiful design from Little Dove Designs, lovely Faye Walsh, and it's this gorgeous birds with cherry blossoms. My idea for this is I'm going to replace the blues and the patterns with lilacs and purples because I love pink and purples together. And yeah, you get a full, I'll just quickly flash, a really good colour chart. And you also get really fantastic instructions and how to complete the project, because this came with a 7-inch hoop. It also came with this beautiful bird decoration, which is fair trade, handcrafted by artisans in Kashmir under fair trade conditions. And there's different ones of these. I've seen pink ones, and I think Sarah had like a peach toned one, if I've got that right. Or maybe it was just the light and it was actually yellow. I love this blackbird. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So now I've shown it, I can hang that up in my stitchy space. And then you get your usual East of India bag. And inside here you get your linen or even weave, a needle and the beautiful flosses. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I did say you get a needle, didn't I? I'm not sure if I'm going to be stitching this on that fabric or whether I might change it. I've not decided yet. But a beautiful box. It did also come with some gorgeous vegan chocolate, which I was very happy about as I am vegan. It came with this, I think it's called Otherly Sea Salt Oat Milk Chocolate. I already ate that. It was absolutely gorgeous. I love it when they have a vegan treat. I mean, when they're not vegan, I just share them with my friends. Yeah, look, there's another one that you can see. That's like a pink one. Gorgeous. So yeah, if it's your first box with Historical Sampler Company, if you use the code FIRST15, it will give you, I think, 10% off of your first box. And you can skip any months that you want to if you're not keen on the design, and you can cancel any time. And another way to support a beautiful UK business. The ladies at Cotton and Twine Historical Sampler Company are lovely, generous ladies who are very talented and skilled at what they do. So it's nice to support them. Just looking at my list. Okay, let's do the giveaway winners. So I had 2 giveaways from the last video. So the first one was for a really gorgeous frog bundle. So included in this was the lovely frog fabric, which is a fat quarter, a lovely frog needle minder from Laura at Cotton and Clay, a frog zipper pull, and a frog scissor fob, which are from Adele at Taylor Makes Stitching. And the lucky winner Thank you for all your lovely comments. There were 56 entries. The winner is Teresa Mayer 7811. So if that's you, Teresa, if you can send me either an email, my email address is in the description bar, or you can send me an Instagram message, and I will get this posted out to you. Exciting. And then I also had a giveaway for a lovely hedgehog bundle. This is a bag that was designed and hand embroidered and hand dyed by me. I forgot to mention in the last video that this is dyed with natural dyes. So this is dyed with madder root, it's madder root. So please do not put this in the washing machine. Just sponge clean gently, and don't leave it in natural sunlight because it could potentially bleach the natural dye. So just make sure you don't leave it out in direct sunlight. And along with that came one of my lovely Charly feathers hedgehogs with some pink flowers. And the lucky winner of this, I was so chuffed when I saw this name come up. It's Casfaith 2209. Caroline, I'm so chuffed that you've received this. We met at Bristol Stitchy Day in January when I went for my birthday. It was a pleasure to meet you. And, you know, we've talked on and off for quite a few years. And, this is coming to live with you. So send me an Instagram message, Caroline, or, send me an email or an Instagram message and I'll get this posted to you. And I've got another giveaway this month. So I showed you in my last video, just let me stand up, of my finish of Love Poppets hedgehog cushion kit. So I wanted to give away this little pack. So inside here you will get the chart that is completely unused. So you get a small chart and a large chart. You get some instructions and tips from Claire at Love Poppet. So this is suitable for beginners. And there's also a pack in here with a needle that I haven't used. And I'm not going to put fabric in with this bundle because I don't know if you like linen, even weave or Ada, so I won't be providing any fabric for that because I'll leave that open to you. But I will buy the new skeins of DMC because it's just 2 skeins of the dark brown colour. Sorry, I won't flash that. 2 skeins of the dark brown colour, and I've got there's still quite a bit of this one left over. It didn't use anywhere near even half a skein. So I think it's somewhere on my desk. So yeah, I will replace the 2 skeins, brand new skeins of the dark brown, and I'll make sure I pop in the leftover that is more than enough to stitch the leaves as well. And I will also include the gorgeous Love Poppet matching needle minder for this. It's made out of wood. It's really gorgeous. So yeah, if you want to be in with a chance of winning this, we used hedgehog last time, didn't we? What should we use? I know. Tell me your favourite thing about autumn. So what do you love about the season autumn? That's a good one. And the key word will be autumn. And I will draw that on my next FlossTube. So just a few lovely shout outs. I wanted to mention lovely Shell at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. Shell is a very treasured friend. We've met a few times now at Stitch in London and at Bristol Stitchy Day because Shell lives in South Wales. So it's kind of like halfway, I guess, for us to meet at Bristol. And I'm going to be seeing her in October at Stitch in London. If you're coming to weekend 1 of Stitch in London this year, then let me know. I'd love to know who's coming. There's lots of lovely people coming who I'm hoping are going to be my table friends again, and lots of lovely new friends to meet as well. I'm not sure if I'll be vending this year. I'm really hoping to spend this summer with my girls. I have booked off 2 weeks annual leave with my paid job, and I really want to dedicate that time to my girls because the last 2 summers I've been working a lot towards my stall at Stitch in London, and I just feel like I don't know if I want to do that this year. Maybe I just need to give them my energy and my time and not have the mum guilt, which I'm sure lots of you can relate to. So I may change my mind, but that's how I'm feeling at the moment. And maybe it's because my health hasn't been great, that's how I've been feeling. But watch this space. If I change my mind, then of course I will let everyone know that I will be vending there. So yeah, I'm going to be seeing Shell in October, and I'm really looking forward to it. Shell's FlossTube is absolutely beautiful. She's so gentle, got lovely projects on the go. I love watching Shell. She's one of my favourites. So she's at Cheesecake and Cross Stitch. Again, I will link her in the description box. Go and give Shell some love. She definitely deserves some more subscribers. Next, we have lovely Jen at Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. And this is so funny because all these people that I've wrote in my list are from Wales. I feel like I was meant to live in Wales. So many of my friends are there. So yeah, another lovely Welsh lady, Jen, Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole. Absolutely love your FlossTube, Jen, and it definitely deserves more love. Jen is an amazing artist. She's a cross-stitch designer, and she's starting to make beeswax thread conditioner and scissor fobs. So yeah, she has made dragon needle minders in the past, I think in Ring Bling. She has changed her shop name to Wild Dragon Crafts, and her shop is shut at the moment because she's given everything a revamp. I think she's working on some new designs, one of which I've seen a sneak peek of and is absolutely beautiful and whimsical. I can't wait to stitch it, Jen. Yeah, go and give Jen some love. Another really gentle, beautiful floss tuber, really easy to watch and lovely projects. And the last person I want to mention is my wonderful friend Kim at Stitchy Squirrels, another person who needs lots of love and more subscribers because she deserves it. I feel like us stitchers in the UK, we find it really hard, some of us, to even get to 1,000 subscribers. And then once we hit that magic number, our channel just seems to take off. So if we can try and help as a community to get people to 1,000 subscribers, then they are definitely on their way. And yeah, if people choose to monetize their channels, that becomes easier once you've got 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's 4,000 watch hours. So, you know, we invest a lot of time and energy, and you know, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to recording FlossTube, like editing, putting everything away after we get it all out, ironing it if we choose to, collecting everything together like our haul. So it is quite time consuming, and you know, we choose to do that. We enjoy sharing our craft. But yeah, once you reach that magic number and you can monetize your channel if you wish to, then that's kind of like a little bit of, you know, compensation, I guess, for you know, all the effort that we make. So let's try and get those people, Shell, Jen and Kim, to 1,000 subscribers. And I think that's everything I've got to share today. It's been so lovely to come back and see you again. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Use the keyword autumn. I'm excited to draw that. And Caroline, Kaz and Teresa, please get in touch with me and I will get your giveaway prizes out to you. Take care, everyone. See you later.